What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back, and I have an absolutely legendary video for you all. Today we will be reviewing the top 10 most expensive cards from the Pokemon card set Legendary Collection. Let me spout out just a little bit of information about this set. It was released exclusively in English in the year 2002 after the Neo series. It was the first set to feature reverse holographic cards and the only set to feature the firework pattern reverse holos. And this was also technically the second reprint of base set, and I believe it was better received than the base 2 reprint. So there's so much going on in this set. You have the original 3 Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, you got the legendary birds, you got the evolutions, so much shiny cardboard to go over. Stay tuned, you're gonna love this top 10 list. Before we jump into this video, a very quick spiel. Please give the video a like, please be a subscriber if you're not already, and please consider supporting the channel by using my eBay affiliate link. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. So before we get into the top 10 list, let me just say that the booster box of Legendary Collection, a sealed booster box, is one of the most expensive Pokemon booster boxes in existence. It is very scarce. The only one on eBay right now, if you wanted to go buy one on eBay, you're spending over $76,000. That is the only one listed for sale. With that being said, let's jump into this very expensive top 10 video, starting off with the number 10 most expensive card in the set. It is the PSA 10 Reverse Holo Eevee, which has very recently sold in auction for $1,913.88. This is the first time we see a reverse holographic jungle Eevee. It is beautiful, it is expensive, it's the number 10 on our list. Coming in number 9, we see the return of the Dark Raichu that was initially printed in Team Rocket set. This one here is a CGC10 perfect example that has sold in auction a couple months ago for $2,719. Dark Raichu, my favorite Raichu card of all time, and I think a lot of you will agree. This right here is the number 9 most expensive in Legendary Collection. Coming in number 8, we have this reverse holo Mewtwo that in PSA 10 has sold in auction very recently for $2,850. Now, Legendary Collection, as you know, consists of base cards, fossil cards, jungle cards, Team Rocket cards, but this card does not fall into any of those categories. This was initially a WotC Black Star promo card that was actually illustrated by the late Christopher Rush, who was also the artist of the Black Lotus card from Magic the Gathering. Anyway, this card is a PSA 10, has sold for $2,850. Coming in number 7, we have a very special card. It is the holographic Dark Vaporeon that sold as a PSA 10 for $3,360. Now, what makes this card special is that this is the first time we've seen a holographic Dark Vaporeon, because if you recall in Team Rocket set, this was a non-holo card. So they did this card just right, adding the holofoil to it, making it a holo rare, also making it the number 7 most expensive overall. Coming in number 6, we have another card that was from Team Rocket set initially. It is the Dark Blastoise Holo that in PSA 10 has sold in auction for $3,720. And this card sold, I believe, just a couple of weeks ago. So it's interesting, they had the base set Venusaur art they brought back, and then the base set Charizard art, but then they chose to bring in the Dark Blastoise art instead of the original base set Blastoise. So kind of interesting there how they switched it up on us. This is the number 6 most expensive card in this set. Speaking of Dark Blastoise, the number 5 most expensive is the reverse holographic Blastoise that in PSA 10 has sold for slightly more than its holo variant at $3,840. And there's not much else to say that wasn't already said about the previous card, so yeah. The number 4 most expensive card in this set is the reverse holo Pikachu. This artwork was initially from Jungle set, and a PSA 10 has sold recently for $4,050. So this Pikachu art right here, we all know and love it. It's got the nice firework holo around it, so it's the number 4 most expensive in this set. Getting down to the final three, the third most expensive card in this set is the reverse holographic Gengar. A very, very low pop card as far as PSA 10s go. This card has recently sold for $7,479 US. Like I just said, folks, this is a very, very low pop PSA 10 card. It has that iconic fossil Gengar art on it. Not much else to say. This is the number 3 most expensive card in all of Legendary Collection. The number 2 most expensive card in this set is, in fact, the reverse holographic Charizard that, folks, at one point was selling for $14,400. It has since come down to around $10,200 for a PSA 10 copy. And it's also worth noting that a CGC 10 Gem Mint copy has recently sold for $6,600. This is the number 2 most expensive in the set. And of course, we must go over several honorable mention cards, so here it is. A reverse holographic Zapdos in PSA 10 has recently sold in a PWCC auction for $1,200. The reverse holo Squirtle, one of the base set starters here in PSA 10, sold for $1,275. And then we see the reverse holo Raichu in PSA 10 that has sold in auction for $1,222.22. A reverse holo Articuno has sold for $1,405, along with his reverse holo Vaporeon that sold for $1,546 as a PSA 10. Let's not forget the Dark Dragonite reverse holo that sold as a PSA 10 for $1,620, and then the Big Bad Venusaur here in its reverse holo Glory sold as a PSA 10 for $1,625 big ones. Which leads me to the number 1 most expensive card in all of Legendary Collection by far. It's the regular holographic Charizard that most recently sold as a PSA 10 Gem Mint for $24,000. Why? It's an extremely low pop base set Charizard art. It's the lowest pop English base set Charizard art, only having, I think, as of the filming of this video, 16 PSA 10 copies. So I do believe if this card sold today, it would very easily be the most expensive card compared to everything else on our list. That concludes the video, folks. Let me know what you think of Legendary Collection. It's kind of grown on me, to be honest. I prefer this to the base 2 reprint. I've kind of fallen in love with the reverse holo firework pattern cards. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. I really, really appreciate it. That's all I got. I'll catch you all in my next one.